What up, world? We're 18 back at it again. Welcome to episode 132. Thank you to those watching for the first time. Hope you like the video. Go back and check out my other videos. Maybe you find something you like. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share. Thank you to those who've been with me since the beginning. It was coming a long way. Hope you like this video. Continue to like, comment, and share, and all that good stuff. Truly appreciate you guys for sticking around. Today's video is going to be talking about my top 7 actors who's played Batman. There's been 7 live-action Batman movies, including Adam West's Batman TV show and movie, which came out in 1966. So I'm going to rank my top 7 actors from 7 being the least favorite to number 1 being my favorite. This is going to encompass the role as Bruce Wayne also, as well as Batman. I'm not really a big DC guy, but I like Batman as a character and as a person. I like that he stands up to the superheroes that have power, and he doesn't have any powers, and he continues to outsmart them. So I like that aspect of him. And I love the Batman movies. I'm not a big DC fan, but I like the Batman movies. My list is probably going to differ from a lot of other people's lists, so I hope you like the list. According to my study, they said that the most comic book accurate Batman was Adam West Batman. So Batman is, in the comic book, he's depicted as 6'2", about 210 pounds. The actors that have played Batman include Adam West, who's 6'2", 200 pounds. Ben Affleck, who was 6'2 and a half, 228 pounds. Robert Pattinson, who's 6'1", 175 pounds. Val Kilmer, who's 6 feet, 205 pounds. Christian Bale, who's 6 feet, 185 pounds. George Clooney, who I didn't even know was this short, was 5'11", 172. And Michael Keaton, who was amazingly 5'9", and he was only 159 when he played Batman. He was a little Batman, but he encompassed the Batman persona, in my opinion, even though he wasn't comic book accurate. Number 7 is going to be George Clooney. George Clooney starred in Batman and Robin. The movie came out in 1997. The cast was not bad, but the movie was terrible. The cast includes Uma Thurman, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Chris O'Donnell, Alicia Silverstone when she was at her peak, and Vivica A. Fox. The movie was not a success. I think it was directed by Joel Schumacher, who died quite a while ago. I thought George Clooney's portrayal of Bruce Wayne was not good. He didn't command the screen. I guess he was trying to be funny, and when he tried to be serious, he wasn't even believable as Bruce Wayne.
Am I pig-headed? Is it always my way or the highway?
I thought his portrayal of Batman was terrible. Like, he didn't bring anything to the Batman character. He didn't bring anything good to the Batman character. The Batman uniform was terrible. That's like one of the big drawbacks of the movies too. People hated the actual costume of Batman.
Why are all the gorgeous ones homicidal maniacs? Is it me? Oh no! First you're gonna tell me where Freeze is, and then you're going to jail.
The overall movie was not good at all either. George Clooney is a great actor though, but I guess at the time he just wasn't. I don't know. He wasn't the right fit for Batman. And he said in several interviews after that he thought he killed the Batman franchise with his portrayal of Batman.
I always apologize for Batman. Let me just say that I actually thought I destroyed the franchise until they brought it back. Somebody else brought it back years later.
I did not enjoy this movie at all either. And I'm not ranking the Batman actors in terms of movies, but this movie was bad. It's probably the worst Batman movie in my opinion. Even though the cast was spectacular, it was a good cast. The movie just didn't go together or whatever. And like I said, George Clooney's portrayal of Bruce Wayne and Batman was by far the worst of anybody who's been that character, and that's included Adam West, who's super corny. But that's going to be it for George Clooney. I think he's number 7. I think he's the worst Batman that we've had since I've been watching comic book movies. Number 6 is going to be Robert Pattinson from The Batman, which came out in 2022. We all know Robert Pattinson from the Twilight series. He's been in several movies after that, but we all know him from that. But when they cast him to play Batman, I was very skeptical because he doesn't have the Batman build. He's 6'1", 175. He's a very thin dude. The cast was not that bad. I actually enjoyed the movie. The cast included, of course, Robert Pattinson as Batman, Zoe Kravitz, Colin Farrell, Jeffrey Wright, John Turturro, Andy Serkis. Not a bad cast at all. The movie was real good. I enjoyed the movie. I didn't like all the dark tones or whatever. I did not. I liked him as Batman, like the fight scenes and the things that he did in the movie. But I didn't believe him as Batman because he was so small, like thin wise. If he was more muscular, I would have believed him more.
I'm vengeance.
But I didn't believe him as Batman because he was so small, like thin wise. If he was more muscular, I would have believed him more. As Bruce Wayne, I definitely didn't like him as Bruce Wayne. He was too brooding. He was too like emo, in my opinion. I hated him as Bruce Wayne. This is what makes me put him at number 6. Bruce Wayne was terrible, in my opinion. Bruce Wayne is supposed to be like a party type dude, happy and like playing a role of a playboy or whatever. In this movie, I didn't get those vibes from Robert Pattinson in this movie.
What I'm doing is my family's legacy. But I can't change things here. I can't have an effect. I don't care what happens to me.
But like I said, his Batman was good. He just wasn't big enough for me. If he was bigger, like bulk wise, I would have believed him more as Batman. That's one of the main reasons why he's at number 6 for me. The acting wasn't that bad. Like I said, the movie was really good, and they're making a part 2 supposedly, which comes out in 2026. I guess they're gonna start their whole universe now. But Robert Pattinson is number 6 to me. Bruce Wayne aspect pretty much alone. But like I said, it was an overall good movie in my opinion. Number 5 is going to be Val Kilmer for Batman Forever, 1995. Starring Val Kilmer as Batman, Jim Carrey, Tommy Lee Jones, Nicole Kidman, Chris O'Donnell, Drew Barrymore. So before I get into why he's number 5, the what ifs for Batman was ridiculous for this movie when I was doing my research on it. So they originally wanted either Keanu Reeves, Alec Baldwin, or William Baldwin, Dean Cain, who ended up being Superman, Tom Hanks, which would be ridiculous. I could never see him as Batman. They wanted Kurt Russell, Ralph Fiennes, Daniel Day-Lewis, and Johnny Depp as Batman. Those were their original choices before they settled on Val Kilmer. And the Riddler choices was funny as shit to me. Robin Williams, John Malkovich, Michael Jackson actually lobbied for the role of the Riddler, which would have been insane for him to be the Riddler. And there was a couple other people that wanted to play Robin. They wanted Leo DiCaprio, Matt Damon, Corey Haim or Corey Feldman, Mark Wahlberg, Ewan McGregor, Jude Law. They were all considered for the role of fucking Robin in this movie, which is insane. And Scarecrow, they wanted Kelsey Grammer, Matthew Broderick, Phil Hartman, or Steve Martin. The people that they wanted for these roles were ridiculous, and they settled on the people that they got, I guess. I just had to go through that before I started talking about Val Kilmer as Batman. So, Val Kilmer as Batman, I thought he was okay, but just okay. He was just blah to me. His Batman portrayal was all right. It wasn't that bad. I thought he was a convincing Batman in my opinion, but he's not one of my favorites. He was, like I said, he was like right in the middle, like not great, but not bad.
What do you suggest, Alfred? By sea or by air?
And his portrayal of Bruce Wayne was very laid back, not very eccentric, which I don't like. I like my Bruce Wayne to be like eccentric and over the top a little bit. But he was all right. It wasn't a bad portrayal of Bruce Wayne, but his overall performance was just blah to me. It just didn't pop on screen, in my opinion.
So you're willing to take a life, then it will happen this way. You make the kill.
And Val Kilmer's a great actor. He's been in a lot of good movies. Sad that he has cancer right now, and he can't talk either, which is real super sad. But he was a great actor for his time. He was a good choice to be Batman. I don't know if any of these other choices would have been better, but he wasn't bad. It wasn't one of the greatest movies. It wasn't bad coming off the Batman Returns movie. It was okay, just okay. And I can see why they didn't bring him back for the next movie. But like I said, he's number 5, which I think is a all right spot for him. Not bad, but not great. Number 4 is going to be Adam West. He had a movie, the Batman film, the first Batman film in July 30th, 1966. But of course, we all know him from the Batman TV series, which aired from 1966 to 1968, 120 episodes. It was in syndication forever. I remember watching that show growing up as a little kid. Seeing a superhero on TV was pretty cool. And he made it possible for these other movies to come out. I think he was like pretty much the first comic book accurate character on TV. Like I said, he's 6'2", 200 pounds, and the Batman from the comic book was 6'2", about 210 pounds. So they said he's the most comic book accurate character. He didn't have the muscles like Batman, but I guess it fit for that time or whatever. But his portrayal of Bruce Wayne, I loved his portrayal of Bruce Wayne. He was super corny, super funny, and he was pretty much a playboy on the TV show. He would get all the girls as Batman and as Bruce Wayne, which was super funny.
This is Bruce Wayne. Mr. Freeze wants what? All right, Chief, I don't have much time. Man? Yes, Mr. Wayne. Have you heard Mr. Freeze's scurrilous demands?
I thought his portrayal of Batman was funny. It was crazy how they had the pow, boom, whack stuff on the screen when they was fighting. I liked that as a kid. I'm not even on front. I enjoyed watching it from time to time as an adult, too. You can, I think you can watch it on YouTube, some episodes or whatever. But it's a very funny show for its time. It doesn't really stand up today, but looking back at it, it's not a bad show. And his portrayal of Batman was corny as it wasn't that bad. I think in later iterations, like when Michael Keaton came and he was doing the violent stuff and fighting and stuff, that made the Adam West version more corny because it was more geared towards reality when the newer movies came out. But for its time, Adam West was a fantastic Batman. And I think number 4 is a proper spot on my list for him as well. Number 3 is going to be Ben Affleck as Batman. He's been in by far the most movies portraying Batman. He was in Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice in 2016. He was in Suicide Squad 2016 as a cameo. He was in Justice League in 2017. He was Zack Snyder's Justice League in 2021. And The Flash 2023 as a cameo. He was in a movie about 10 minutes, which was not bad in my opinion. I like the Flash movie also. I thought Ben Affleck was a great Batman. I thought he portrayed Batman very well. I thought the fighting was comic book accurate in his films or whatever. I thought his Bruce Wayne was pretty much on point. I thought he looked like Batman, like his body type or whatever when he was in the suit. I thought he was excellent as Bruce Wayne, like I said. I thought he was real smart. He played the detective role a little bit. He wasn't really a playboyish type, but he did his thing while he went, like the scene where he was at the ball or whatever with Lex Luthor.
Clark Kent, Daily Planet.
Oh, my foundation has already issued a statement in support of books. Pretty girl, bad habit. Don't quote me. Daily Planet. Wait, do I own this one, or is that the other guy?
I thought his whole persona. I thought he was an excellent Batman, to tell you the truth. One of the best in my opinion. And he doesn't get a lot of credit for it for some reason. Maybe because people didn't like those Batman vs. Superman movies or whatever. I thoroughly enjoyed them. But I think he was a good Batman. I wouldn't be mad if he came back as doing the Batman character again, which I know is not going to happen because he's a lot older now. I think they're moving on and trying to get somebody else to do it. But I wouldn't mind him coming back. And I enjoyed his cameo in The Flash. I thought he was real good in that. So that's going to do it for Ben Affleck, my number 3. Number 2 is going to be Christian Bale. I love Christian Bale. He is a phenomenal actor. He was fantastic as Batman. He portrayed him excellent. I didn't like his height because I don't think he's 6 feet. I went over the measurements before. Christian Bale is Christian Bale, oh, he's 6'3", but he's only 185 pounds. But I don't think that mattered because his acting was so good. I didn't like his voice. His voice as Batman sucked. I did not like that at all. But him as, I think he's probably one of the best Bruce Waynes because he portrayed that character. I thought he did an excellent job portraying that character as being Bruce Wayne. He was real good as Bruce Wayne. He was very convincing. He seemed like the Bruce Wayne in the comic book, in my opinion. He was a playboy. He had the scenes with the supermodels and the girls, but you can tell that that wasn't him. But the outside presence couldn't tell that wasn't him.
Pool is for decoration, and your friends do not have swimwear. I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
I'm buying this hotel and setting some new rules.
And I thought he separated the characters very well, him as Bruce Wayne and him as Batman. He's definitely one of my favorite. He was in Batman Begins in 2005, Batman The Dark Knight in 2008, and Batman The Dark Knight Rises in 2012. I wouldn't mind seeing him again reprise his role as Batman and Bruce Wayne. He's a lot older now, but I think he would do a real good job if they did the multiverse thing in the DC universe. It would be cool to see him and Ben Affleck and all these guys like next to each other and notice the height differences and shit like that. But I thought he was a fantastic Bruce Wayne. I thought he was a great Batman. One of the best in my opinions. That's why he's my number 2. Number 1 is going to be Michael Keaton, as you all probably have figured out already. He was Batman in 1989, Batman Returns 1992, and The Flash in 2023 as a cameo. But he was in pretty much the whole second half of the Flash movie. I was super happy when he showed up in The Flash. He was amazing. Reminds me how good he was when he first came out as Batman in 1989. But it's funny because people didn't even want Michael Keaton to be Batman when he finally got the job. They had other people that they wanted, including Mel Gibson, who was hot at the time, Kevin Costner, who was also hot, Charlie Sheen, Tom Selleck. Can you imagine Bill Murray as Batman? That didn't even make any sense. Harrison Ford and Dennis Quaid. I can see all these other actors, but why would you cast Bill Murray as Batman? That just didn't make any sense. But those were some of the people that they wanted to play Batman at the time. Possible Jokers were Tim Curry, which I thought would have been excellent, David Bowie, John Lithgow. John Lithgow was going to get the job, but he talked his way out of the job because he didn't think how big the role was going to be. And then he later said that he wished he wouldn't have talked himself out of that, out of being a Joker. They wanted Ray Liotta and James Woods. I think those were all excellent possible Jokers, but Jack Nicholson got the role and played the part very well. He's probably one of the best Jokers in my opinion. But back to Michael Keaton. So Michael Keaton is number 1 because he portrayed Batman and Bruce Wayne perfectly, in my opinion. Although he wasn't the height that the real Batman or the comic book Batman is, he was the shortest one of all the Batmans and the lightest one. He was only 159 pounds, 5'9", 159 pounds for Batman. But at the time, he wasn't really, I guess they wasn't trying to be comic book accurate. They just wanted a good movie. So him playing Batman was awesome because he embodied the role. He was so good. He didn't look like a Bruce Wayne. Like he wasn't super attractive or whatever, but the way he portrayed himself on screen, you believed him to be Bruce Wayne.
Bruce Wayne.
Are you sure?
Yeah, this time.
A few more cases of the champagne. Will that be all right?
Oh, sure. Go ahead. Oh, open what? 6?
6? Yeah, 6 is good.
I loved his Batman also. I loved the costume. I loved everything about his Batman portrayal. I loved his Bruce Wayne portrayal too. He was very good. He's a great actor. And like I said, his portrayal in as Batman again in The Flash was awesome. The theme song came on and everything was fucking great. So he's my number 1. That's gonna do it for my video. Hope you like my video. going from 7 to 1, I had my number 7 was George Clooney. My number 6 was Robert Pattinson. My number 5 was Val Kilmer. 4 was Adam West. 3 was Ben Affleck. 2 was Christian Bale. And number 1, of course, Michael Keaton, who's, in my opinion, the best Batman that we have so far. Thank you guys for watching. I truly appreciate it. You could have been on anybody else's channel and decided to watch mine, so I appreciate you guys for giving me 15-20 minutes of your time. Truly appreciate it. Continue to do so. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. Really helps me out. That's going to do it for my video. Let me know what you think. That's it.